Yo, we got to do better to not come into agreement with insanity. So just bear with me as I explain this. So back in April, I had to go to court because I was speeding. I was doing a 30, wait, I was doing 50 and a 35. Okay. And it was 8 o'clock in the morning. And I couldn't say nothing. What can I say? I literally was speeding. So they were going to give me points, obviously, because it's a moving violation. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go to court. But in this process, I was just asking for y'all's mercy and grace with the situation because I'm like, look, I am guilty. Point blank, period. I'm guilty. I can sit here and try to say, well, you know what? Which one of the things? Because he said it was medium traffic, which was really slow traffic. But I'm like, the only reason my mind wants to nitpick everything is because I'm really upset that I got caught. That's what it really is. And I'm like, how many times do we put ourselves in a situation, get caught, or don't like the outcome, because now we got to pay and bear some type of consequence or reap what we've been sown. What we sown. And have the nerve to get mad. Where's the accountability? And I'm like, yo, that is like the most insanest thing ever. It's literally insane. And I was just sitting there thinking about that. I went to court. And I wasn't nervous, really. I would say a little bit, because I didn't really know what to expect. So that's where the nervousness came from. But as far as like everything being okay, I'm like, I'll buy you, work it out, and whatnot, because I have no idea what it's like in traffic court. It went very well. The guy was like, what's your record with driving and everything? And I was like, it's really good. I said, last time I got a ticket was like when I was in my 20s. And I was like, and I was in Jersey. Because I said I was a resident. I've only been a resident in North Carolina just for a few months. Not a few months. For 3 years and a few months. That's what I was trying to say. And so he was like, okay, so we can move it down to a non-moving violation. So then that way you don't have to get the points of your license and deal with the increase with your insurance and stuff like that and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay. He was like, well, you will still have to pay that fee and pay the court fees. And I was like, well, how much in addition? He was like, it should be $241. He was like, we really can't advise you on whatever, but I don't even know why he made that comment, because he kind of just told me what they're going to do, basically. But the amount would be $241. And it was originally $221. So I was like, you know what? Cool. I'm not even going to complain. Because the grace that I prayed for is the grace that I got. And it's like, how many times do we find ourselves in these situations? And then it's like, Yah, have mercy on me. Have mercy. Give me some grace, please. And he grants us that. And then we go and take advantage. And I wasn't even going to talk about the whole taking advantage part. But it's like, when I drive now, I'm like, if I catch myself on that road speeding, because it's a hill. So you go up the hill and I'll ride the hill. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I would just ride the hill, take my foot off the brake, because it's fun. You just let yourself roll. And then got a little swerve. But yeah, I got caught. So I'm like, nope, let me not do that. When I'm rolling down a hill, keep your foot on the brake, ma'am. Keep your foot on the brake. And sometimes I forget, but then it comes back and it's like, And I always, now that I mention it out loud, that is literally Yah reminding us, reminding me, like, yo, remember what happened last time when you did that? Remember what happened last time? If somebody behind you is upset that you're doing the speed limit, that's their problem, because their nervous system is wrecked and they're in a rush for whatever reason to go nowhere. And if they were in a rush, they should have moved earlier. They should have got on the road earlier. still their problem. They got to take accountability. So I don't got to take that on. Because sometimes I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm going so slow. Because I'm used to doing a certain speed. And so I have to adjust. And so it's just like, we can't take advantage of his mercy and grace, y'all. Like, when he grants us that, moving forward, we got to be like, how do I keep myself accountable? How do I keep myself accountable and do right and follow his laws, rules, and principles so we don't make the same mistake? And don't get me wrong, when we're changing our behaviors, a lot of times, we might be like, dang it, I almost did it again. Or dang it, I did it again. But it's like, are you going to sit back and be like, okay, what happened in this moment? Or when as soon as you feel that, are you going to listen to it? Are you going to listen to the prompting of the Holy Spirit? Or are you just going to ignore it and do what you want to do? Because you're so used to doing what you want to do and not taking accountability for your actions. And then want somebody to feel sorry for you. And then come into agreement with insanity. Because it makes no sense if it was your fault to begin with. So that was my thoughts. That was my thoughts just now. So I don't know what y'all going to do with that. But may it bless you. And remember, the joy of Yah is your strength.